Officers are just showing up. We don't even know what type of officers they are. They're masked, as you saw. They don't present their ID. It said Border Patrol. Are they Border Patrol? Are they ICE? Are they Federal Protective Services? It is a sense of confusion and chaos.
If you listen to the local media and activists out here, they made it sound like the feds were showing up to Dodger Stadium to try to start arresting Dodgers fans as they were showing up for the game that night. Not the case at all.
But I don't understand why everybody is not cooperating on one accord with the efforts to get illegal people out of our country. I don't understand why this is a thing. Let's get to this Dodger game thing. ICE denied being at the Dodger Stadium. It says the Dodgers claim ICE tried to enter the stadium parking lot. ICE responded saying we were never there. DHS later clarified it was a CBP, a Customs and Border Patrol protection, not ICE, and the visit was brief and unrelated to immigration enforcement. Roll the clip.
Here's what it looked like earlier this morning. Dozens of ICE agents gathering with their faces hidden, wearing tactical gear. This was shot around 9 o'clock this morning before the agents headed out to various locations in the area. We're hearing from elected officials that LA Council District 1 workers alerted LAPD of the staging at Dodgers Gate. LAPD then notified the Dodgers, and the organization apparently told the ICE agents to leave the property. But there are still a handful of masked federal agents here. Councilmember Eunices Hernandez showed up about 45 minutes ago and is upset that the agents have not left.
We've been in communication with the mayor's office, with the Dodgers, with Dodger Security, about seeing if they can get them moved off their private property. Public property is different, but private property, businesses and corporations have the power to say, not on my property. And so we're waiting to see that movement happen here.
You haven't heard if the Dodgers have told them to get off? Or?
My understanding is that, yes, there have been communications to get them to leave.
Just like I always say, you always got to wonder, how does the media cover it and why, right? We see that the Dodgers had a fallout with Border Patrol, obviously, that we mentioned in the video. But how are people talking about this, right? Who's saying what? The Dodgers and some of the activists are saying it was ICE. It wasn't ICE. It was Border Patrol. But when you watch the articles from the left, they're saying ICE. The ICE baby. They're saying things that are not true. And they were saying things that alluded to the fact that these Border Patrol agents were there to enforce immigration law. When the truth is, and Border Patrol came out and said that they weren't there to enforce law. They were there from an unrelated incident. They just so happened to be in a Dodgers parking lot. And when you look at the right and how the right is covering it, you will see that they're covering it more reasonably and really pointing out the hypocrisy from people trying to say that this was an ICE raid. It's all a fake shenanigans show, but it's proven by the way you see people cover the news. And this is why I love Ground Out News, because you can find it all right here in one place. I tell y'all, I'd be the richest man in the world if I came up with this idea. I really do think this is one of the most brilliant ideas, is for you to get the full spectrum of what is being reported with everything in one spot. But you can't forget to not get caught off guard with the blind spot. The stuff that's in the red is from conservatives need to watch out for. The things in the blue is what the liberals need to watch out for. Okay, so you just go down, you see which articles and which stories make more sense, and then you can make a determination that, you know, whether you're informed about the topics or not. So make sure you guys subscribe through my link at ground.news/Tatum, or download the mobile app and use offer code Tatum for 40% off the unlimited Vantage plan to see through media bias and stay informed. All right, according to some key points, it says Dodgers denied entry to federal agents and postponed an immigration support event, denied involvement entirely, or ICE denied the involvement entirely. CBP confirmed brief presence, said it was not in operation.
Aware of any planned federal actions?
Officers are just showing up. We don't even know what type of officers they are. They're masked, as you saw. They don't present their ID. It said Border Patrol. Are they Border Patrol? Are they ICE? Are they Federal Protective Services? It is a sense of confusion and chaos. Our police department, our police chief, had no knowledge of this.
Bill, what do you know about this? You're there in LA. What's happening?
I think the problem is people don't understand how to identify the different federal agencies. Everybody sees any sort of police officer and they immediately think it's ICE. It was Border Patrol out there. You can see it clear as day. Bright gold lettering Border Patrol on their green vest. They typically wear green. What happened with that was, if you listen to the local media and activists out here, they made it sound like the feds were showing up to Dodger Stadium to try to start arresting Dodgers fans as they were showing up for the game that night. Not the case at all. What I'm told from my contacts is this was just a group of a few CBP and Border Patrol officers. They had just run an operation in Hollywood. They needed a place to stage and regroup. Like literally only like 4 or 5 of them pulled up near the parking areas of Dodger Stadium just to regroup themselves. Activists found them, said it was ICE, put it out on social media. Then the media helicopters started flying all over the place. Then the headlines come out and the narrative is, oh, ICE is hitting Dodger Stadium. Not the case at all.
Wow, a rumor can spread quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we've seen happen in LA last couple of weeks, and that's kind of what started some of those riots we saw a couple of weeks ago. So
yes, and there's a lot of political grandstanding going on in relation to all of this in California. Everyone just desperate to pander to the far left and say, oh, we're not helping ICE, we've got nothing to do with it. From Gavin Newsom on down, everyone's playing that game. But as Tom Homan always points out, that if you cooperate with federal immigration enforcement, that's what makes it unnecessary for agents to go into the community and carry out the kind of enforcement operations that all these people say that they're against. There's a simple solution here. Work with federal law enforcement when they are trying to enforce federal law.
Now, why would I don't understand why it's a problem. Maybe because people in the city see that they will take a massive hit if a lot of these illegal aliens are captured. But I don't understand why everybody is not cooperating on one accord with the efforts to get illegal people out of our country. I don't understand why this is a thing. If I owned a private business, right, I'm being honest, just say that ICE came to this building because one of my employees was illegally in this country. Hey, man, you shouldn't have lied on your resume. That ain't got nothing to do with me. They finna come get you. He in the back over there. What do y'all need me to do? You mean lock the door for you so you can get him around this way? Yeah, you finna go. Hey, I love you, man, but you gotta go. But if I had a guy who was with me for 15 years, 10 years, I would help him get status. I wouldn't just let the man be out here illegally in the country and just floating around, because one day they may come for you. Why would you take the chance? Why would you take the risk? One day they will come for you. Why do you say that, Mr. Tatum? It's because nothing protecting illegal aliens or undocumented immigrants in this country is in law. It's all executive order. DACA, none of that was law. So a president could come along and just dismantle the entire DACA program. And Barack Obama and the Democrats, when they had the House and Senate and they had the presidency over a span of time, they never implemented any of this in law. Why? Because it never made sense to be in law, and they couldn't get it done, so they signed executive orders. So when a Republican come, the executive order go away. Democrat come, the executive order restored. The Democrats have never done anything solid for the immigrants in this country, illegal immigrants in this country. What do you think, Brandy, we should do? Now, it's a nuanced conversation. I think that every single person that's in our country should be deported. But I also believe this. If you are in our country and you committed a crime, you gone. I don't care who your mama is. I don't care how many kids you got. Take them with you. You gone. You commit a crime. I'm not talking about a traffic stop. That's a moving violation. You commit a crime in America. You're gone. First people to go. Secondary, if there are people that are adding value to the United States of America, I think that we could create a pathway. I'm just saying, and I'm not fixed on the idea. I just think it's an idea that in honesty in my heart, I think it's a valuable solution. If you've been here, you're not committing any crimes, you vow to support the United States of America, and you assimilate here, and there's ways that we can, monitor the assimilation, you have a pathway, but it doesn't come without penalty. You owe the country back pay for all the years you were here illegally. So when you make money, whatever, this got to go to paying back the country for your existence here illegally during the time you were here. You cannot commit a crime. You have to be actively, involved in bettering the country. I mean, there are things that we can put into place that they have to do. And if you violate any one of those things at any time, you get deported immediately. If you add value to this country, you're already here. It's probably better for us to help you incorporate into the country than to deport you. I mean, easier. because there's plenty of people that shouldn't be here, plenty of people that's committing crimes that they can go right now. That's plenty of millions. But then there's a lot of people that, hey, look, if you work for a company and you've been a worker that your company will vouch for, you have no criminal record, you're willing to agree to these terms, you can stay there and you can work your way up to getting some citizenship. I think maybe we can have a path to do that. I don't know. I'm not the president, but I'm willing to hear people out on it. But just saying that we're going to deport every single person, I don't have a problem with that either. It's just that it's impossible to deport 20 million people in a reasonable amount of time. It costs incredible amount of resources. We're not going to find everybody. And, you know, that's just the part that bothers me about it, is that I don't think we're going to find everybody and we use so many resources. When we can just say we'll go after the bad people, which is what our president is doing. Now, if Lil Tony over there is deportable too, even though he ain't him, you going too. What we gonna do? Act like we didn't see you? Oh, we didn't see nobody but him. Nah, bro, you going to y'all going. If you didn't want to go, then you don't come over here illegally. And if you do, go to the court like you're supposed to. And when you were supposed to seek asylum, you don't go ditch the court and go out and work and say, hey, I'm here now. Ha ha. Joke's on y'all. No, joke's on you. Now you gotta go back. And the government is now having campaigns of self-deporting, like self-deport. You might as well try to self-deport, man, and then try to come back the right way, because if they have to take you out, you ain't never coming back. All right. I think that was a good one.